Hey lords and maidens, this is Rusty Miner coming at you with my second video on the Grail knife, the wee mini Buster. So in this video we're just going to go over the mini Buster as a normal knife review. So we'll get started. Has a titanium, it's an antique bronze titanium handle, and a very nice backspacer with flow fluke construction. We'll take a look at that, and a built-in lanyard. Titanium pocket clip with a nice ramp, also with the antique bronze, and we got some bronze style hardware on here. Just two pins. I got the pivot and the end pivot. So got a little see-through here and flipper tab. No jimping on the flipper tab, and this flipper tab is very short. And one concern about this knife is the flipper tab. When you do fire it, you really have to mean it. So if I get down here, but it does open up with some authority. We have some jimping on the blade and a thumb divot. So when we move up on it, we can get nice purchase. And you can move up on this blade. You just use some of the bolster here. This is, as I mentioned, a Snecx Lab collaboration. If you don't know Snecx, you should start looking into his stuff. In my third video on this, I'm going to talk about his innovations and how he's really pioneering some of tomorrow's knives. So this is my first WE knife. WE is a well-known knife manufacturer. They got good quality. You can see some of the crowning on the back of the blade here. So it's sort of, maybe you can see how that blade has some swedges kind of on both sides. It's kind of a cool thing. And a very nice Warncliffe style blade. This is 20CV blade steel. 20CV is CPM or Crucible's recipe for M390. We got the Bowler M390. So you're going to get fantastic corrosion resistance, edge retention. Guess the only thing about this is sharpenability. A lot of people don't like the way that the M390 is sharpened. It's because of the corrosion resistance. Now I mentioned this is the mini Buster. Snecx, however you pronounce his name there, sorry about that. His first collaboration on the Buster knife was with Jake Hoback, and that blade had a 4-inch. That knife had a 4-inch blade. So it's much bigger. I think it's like 9 inches overall. I don't have one of those. Those suckers run about $800. I don't know if you can get one brand new. You have to move to the secondary market. This one I picked up for around $280, and when I did get it, I got $30 of store credit back from Blade HQ. They were having a, well, I paid $255 and got those, so I'm pretty happy. About $225 for this knife, and we'll talk more in my third video about Snecx and the availability of his knives. So as I promised, I want to get some comparisons out there with the rats to give you guys an idea. And if you watch all my videos, you will notice one thing I do is I talk about, well, we're calling it a rat 1.5 now, and that's where I like the knife that's between the rat 1 and the rat 2 in size. So when you take a look at this one, this knife is meeting that. So I'm not going to talk a lot about the innovation of this, but it's got a nice drop down, a very early, in fact, no detent. So stick around for video 3 and I'll tell you why there's no detent on this knife. So you don't need to overcome anything to drop it down. It does have ceramic bearings. Frame lock. Oh, we got to check out the blade to length ratio. You guys will get a little hint at something we'll talk about in video 3. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me. Well, there's another innovating piece. Little hint there, a little foreshadowing for you guys. Thanks for tuning in.